And here I am wondering if all the people who promised like to do something when pigs fly, when pigs actually fly, are they going to uphold their promise? Hey, my beautiful taste bud. Welcome to my channel, Taste of Divinity. It's your girl, Tastee. What it do, baby? What it do, baby? It's for my Scorpios. Gang, gang in this vision. Y'all know. Y'all already know Scorpios is where it's at, period. Okay? So, I miss you guys as well. I know I'm glad to be back too. So this week's spread we're going to be doing, it's called This Is For You, and it is for you, Scorpio. So this spread is going to address where you're at currently. What would you like to accomplish this month slash create? It's more or less for short-term goals. What do you need to focus on in order to achieve the goal that you set, and then what would you need to release to make it easier, just easier for you to achieve your goal, and then a message from your higher self slash overall advice. And we're going to end with some oracle cards. Okay, if y'all can do me a favor and go ahead and like this video, go ahead and get in that habit of just like liking the things that I put out. Okay, just be like, oh, Tastee did it. Tastee, it's attached to Tastee name, so I'm gonna just go ahead and like it just because it's Tastee. I don't even gotta listen to it. I ain't gotta hear it. It do not matter. It do not matter if it's Tastee, then okay, period. But that's only if you want to. It helps get the message out there, okay? So we're going to start off with a positive affirmation card. If y'all are new, welcome, and you want to join our family, you can most definitely do so by hitting the little subscription box below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, you guys. We're going to start off with this positive affirmation card. So thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. Thank you for allowing for me to release ego with all of my readings. Thank you for allowing for me to be able to receive this message for my Scorpios. So what positive affirmation card would you like to start them off with? Can you show me clearly, please? What positive affirmation card would you like to start my Scorpios off with? Okay. So we have, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. So this says, it is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. This is very, very beautiful, you guys. I'm getting heavy expressing myself. This is like, I see things differently for myself than what other people see for myself or just see in general. And so I do feel like this is like, I'm not going to allow for how other people view me to stop like what I feel like I can become. So people may be attaching you to your past, or you may feel like people are attaching you to your past. You may feel that people are attaching you to particular type of standards, just like societal standards, and you're just like, you know what, I'm not going to allow for those things to place limits on my own mind, because in reality, I choose what energies I want to feed into. So it's like, if I want to feel like this person's belief or limitation will affect me, then I'll do that. But if I don't want it to affect me, then I'm just not going to feed into it. It's literally my mind. So like, what's inside of my mind, I get to tell myself what feelings I get to feel. I get to tell myself, how to feel about myself. I get to affirm or reject anything that I feel like don't necessarily align with me. So this is very, very beautiful. I'm getting heavy, just like being okay with expressing yourself. A lot of throat chakra work, a lot of just the way that you present yourself, the way that you come off. It's like finding comfort in, hey, I may be different than what you're used to, but that's okay. Like, that's really okay. Like, I'm not gonna allow for it to stop me or dim me or make me feel like I'm limited, if that makes sense. So that's very, very beautiful. I'm liking that energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on your actual spread. So the first card is going to be where you're at currently, and y'all know I like to do the where you're at currently, so you can know if it's your storyline at this moment. Understand, you guys, my readings are very much so timeless, so y'all can go back and look at other spreads. They're all organized. They're all organized on what type of spreads there are, and you literally may find yourself in a particular like like the energy around you right now is from a past spread, because I can say one of my spreads from October is starting to like resonate with me right now, you know. So I'm just like, wow, you know, I did that back in October, and now that energy is around me. So just be mindful of that, okay? So let's see where you're at currently. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly, truly appreciate you. Can you show me clearly where are my Scorpios at currently? Show me clearly, please, where they at currently. Okay, so the Strength card came out, and the Judgment card came out. Same with the Three of Pentacles. So a heavy, heavy shift right here, you guys. I do feel like a lot of you guys are really tapping into some sort of inner willpower, inner fighting spirit with this Strength card being here, and same with the Judgment card. It's like you're getting really close to Spirit. I honestly feel like you're building a contract with Spirit, or seeing how you can have certain partnerships with Spirit, or even trying to see how you can reconstruct the contract that you have with your own past, like reconstruct your own beliefs, etc. and etc. I do feel like you're seeing how you can tap into your own strength to release judgment, tap into your own strength to release your own pride, tapping into your own strength to really show up as yourself, your authentic self. Like literally with this Judgment card, this is like, I don't want to overthink anymore. I just legit want my spirit to guide me. I just want my spirit to flow. Like I want to be able to dance. I want to be able to feel. I want to be able to wear all of my scars and my imperfections like a trophy in a way. If you see that Strength card, it's a very, very bold individual. You just want to be really, really confident. There's a lot of Leo energy here, so some of y'all can most definitely have Leo in your chart. There's also Aries here, and strong Scorpio. Strong Scorpio energy is most definitely here, but this is actually really, really powerful. Looking at this bottom of this deck, baby. Woo, baby. Ooh, baby, you're doing some major, major things, yo. We got the Sun card. This is the happiest card in the deck. I do feel like there's a lot of solar plexus work. I do feel like you're just trying to see, like, what routines can you set in place? You know, how can you go after the things that you're passionate about? How can you work out those things from your past? How can you release the baggage? How can you release feeling like other people's judgment like affects you? It's just like, how can you release all of that? I'm getting heavy, heavy release, heavy, heavy tapping into like a divine spirit, tapping into your own power, like really, really seeing how you can trust your own intuition to see how you can truly, truly create the life that you want. The Magician card, the High Priest card, the Queen of Wands, baby. I already know the Queen of Wands. She lit. She's a leader. She's all about persevering. She has a lot of imperfections, a lot of obstacles that set her apart from a lot of different individuals, a lot of different obstacles and things that have happened in her life that makes it difficult for her to feel like she deserves to be the leader of her own life. But with the Queen of Wands, that's literally her opportunity to really show up for herself. Like, yes, I might have had that dark past. Okay, yes, I might have had that dark past, but it doesn't mean that I can't create a better future for myself. So this is very, very beautiful energy. I do feel like you're doing some major, major decluttering. Like I said, trying to see how you can find a really good routine to like really that flows with you, a routine that flows with you. Okay, so this is really, really beautiful. Actually, this is some very, very nice energy. Okay, yes, the Empress card. Y'all have a lot of major arcana. So I see a lot of you guys are really seeing how you can work with Spirit or work with the universe, God, whoever you believe in, a higher source, to see how you can really shift your reality and shift your world. This is powerful. Like my body is tingling. It's tingling, okay? Ooh. Oh, okay, Scorpio, I see you. It is kind of difficult though, because with this Strength card here, like I said, this person has a lot of obstacles set against them. Like that Strength card is not anything to be played with. This is like at this moment, I'm like surrendering. Like look at this Judgment card. Like this is like I'm literally praying for strength. I'm literally praying to be able to have a better mindset. I'm literally praying to be able to stay consistent, to build, to collaborate with people who are going to help me bring my goals into this physical world. Okay, I'm literally praying that, you know, I won't be stopped by other people's limits. I'm literally praying that my mind can create my own experiences. Like I'm literally praying to understand that. Like that's beautiful though. That's very, very beautiful. Okay, so Let's see, what would you like to accomplish / create this month? Thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly what would my Scorpios like to create this month? Okay, so we got the Ace of Wands. So you want to create a passionate new beginning. I do feel like with this right here, it's just like you want to be able to create the things that you visualize for yourself. Like this Ace of Wands, like you see her eyes are closed, and you see like this right here. This is the mental chains being broken, baby. What this is, these are the limitations. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations, baby. And it's like, you see it like where her mind is at, those shackles or whatever, those are literally other people's fears and limitations. So the things that you've heard growing up, when you're discussing your goals with other people and what they tell you, like it's not possible for you and blah this and blah that, you legit want to break against that. So this month you want to start a new path. You want that flame to be reignited within you. You want to feel passionate again, so you won't, I feel like you don't want your loss to stop you, because I do see there is this Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and that talks about griefs. It talks about grief. It talks about being able to, like, just feeling a loss, you know. So just like you don't necessarily want to feel, you don't want the loss, because I feel like you can't not feel the loss, but I do feel like you don't want that loss to stop. You know, you want it to reignite something within you. You don't want this loss to make you feel defeated. You want it to shine light on all the blessings that you do have. You want it to trigger something within you so that you can go harder and be more consistent with the things that you truly want. So I see there's this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Pentacles, and this Queen of Wands here. I do feel like this is you wanting to make progress towards just literally standing up into this leadership role. I do feel like this is you wanting to make more progress towards just going to the beat of your own drum, especially with this Knight of Pentacles, because it is one of the slowest moving cards in the deck. And with this Knight of Wands right here, you see how that person's just beating on a drum. I feel like you don't want to care too much about the pace of other people. So that's your friends, people, your family, society, etc., etc. You want to go on your own pace. You don't want to feel bad because you're not there. You want to understand that you're exactly where you need to be. So this is very, very beautiful. I do feel like you just want to, I feel like it's really just a feeling. You want to be able to feel feel where you're at, okay? You want to be able to feel your mind being, like, the limits of your mind being broken, okay? So let's see what to focus on in order to achieve your goal. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly what do my Scorpios need to focus on in order to achieve their goal of just starting to take new actions with reignited passion, or a newfound passion within themselves, going towards their happiness? Like Scorpio energy. All right, so what do my Scorpios need to focus on in order to achieve their goals? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Okay, so the Tower moment. And that makes sense. So what you need to focus on with this Tower moment, we do have the Two of Wands. So like I said, I don't feel like you're going to not be able to feel a loss. The loss is there. You understand you've lost some things. You've lost some things, and you don't want for it to affect your mindset, as far as like, I've been through some things, I've lost some things, and I don't want for those situations in my past to make me feel like that's how my life is going to always go. So with this Ace of Wands right here, I do feel like that's you wanting to go towards new opportunities. You want to feel a passion within you to help you go to a new level. Okay, so what you need to focus on in this Tower moment, this is like breaking down old versions of yourself, breaking down things that you feel like just do not work for you, things that do not align with the standards that you feel like you truly deserve. You guys, the Tower moment is like when foundations are broken down so that new foundations can be built up, new things can be built up. So that's relationships, jobs, home life, etc., etc. It's like a massive change, a massive shift, so that you can start rebuilding something new. So with this Two of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, this is just like you focusing on your free will and focusing on your free choice, understanding that if y'all see this World card right here, you choose how you want your reality in your world to be based off your actions, your thoughts, what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. So it's just like, since you understand that you do have free will, whether that's like literally you don't have to give energy to something that you don't want to give energy to. this world can make you feel like you have certain obligations, but you genuinely don't. So what you need to focus on is literally just understanding that you do have the choice to end certain things. You have the choice on how these particular tower moments are going to affect you. Usually with tower moments, this is like the universe intervening. Things have ended for a reason. Even either you did not do everything you needed to keep those things around you, and slash or you were not you were tolerating something less than what you deserve. Okay, so like this is like for real. So in that instance, you would just have to ask yourself, and you would have to be honest with yourself. And then I feel like with this page of wands right here, that's just telling you to take it one day at a time. So every single thing, every single thought, every single feeling, every single action is creating something for you, and asking yourself, what are those things creating for you? And this is what you need to focus on. Something has lost, things are falling apart. You may be feeling like you're falling apart within yourself. And in this instance, it's just like to understand it is a part of your process. Okay. These things are breaking down because it's time to go to a new level. Okay. It's time to push yourself even harder. It's time to really be honest with yourself. It's time to start taking actions that you genuinely want to take. It's time to start putting your energy towards things that you genuinely want to put your energy towards. Okay. So this is like literally looking at every single small action that you take, every single small thought that you take, and asking yourself, is it helping me? Is it aiding me in creating this reality that I want? Okay. And the chariot card right here, this is Cancer energy. This just talks about moving forward through the obstacles. Okay. When I tell you to take it one day at a time, but do not stop. Do not stop. Okay. Like tower moments are very difficult, but it's like in this moment right here, it's like if you're in hell and you make stops in hell, baby, you're just gonna continue to be in hell. Okay. So this is like continue to move forward despite those obstacles. Really tap into something within yourself to see how can I take some action, even if it's little actions. With this page of wands being here, this talks about small actions. Okay, so even if you're not able to do something really that much today, just make sure your thoughts are still actively helping you create the reality that you want. Okay, so let's see, what do you need to release to make it easier for you to achieve your goal? Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you. And that tower moment is Scorpio energy. First of all, towers are Scorpio energy, baby. I don't know. I was looking at some sort of comment section that is like Scorpios eat tower moments for breakfast, and I'm like, hey, you right, because it's really difficult. It's a very difficult time, you guys. But like Scorpios are known for just like rebirth and regeneration. Like our card is the death card, like literally. So it's just like we are literally known to like rise from the freaking ashes and go through different transformations, and those very hard moments for us, like we can get through it. Okay, like we may not feel like we can in the midst of it, but we always do, baby, and we always come out better on the end. Okay, so just be mindful of that. This is your energy. Okay, and all you need to focus on is like, how can I not focus so much on the loss, but focus on what can I do to create a better future for me. Okay, so let's see what to release to make it easier for you to achieve your goal, starting this new path with this newfound energy. Okay, thank you so very much, Spirit. What do my Scorpios need to release to make it easier for them? Focus. What you need to release is focus. And I do feel like right here, that Eight of Wands, that's so interesting. I like it. Okay, you got the World card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I do feel like right here, this just talks about releasing what you're focused on currently. Okay, so with this World card being at the bottom of the deck, the World card usually talks about endings, but it could also talk about, you know, you just being so focused on yourself. And this is really interesting, like, because there's a balance when it comes to being able to prioritize yourself and then just being so centered on who you are. Because when it comes to just your why and your own like fighting spirit and just things that you want to do in this world, usually when you're just focused on yourself, or you are your own reason, or your own purpose, you can easily give up. Okay, so it's just like, this is like looking for something outside of yourself to focus on, to actually help you get through those goals and those obstacles in your life. Okay, so let's say that you want to genuinely break generational curses. Like, you see how your family is, or you see how things are on a global scheme of things, and it's just like, I don't want to continue that cycle. Okay, and so in that instance, this is not you. Your why is not about you. Your why is like, I want to change my legacy. You know, like, I want to be able, I don't want for whoever is ahead of, you know, my generation to have to go through what I went through, you know, type of thing. So with this Eight of Wands, it's just like, focus on something outside of yourself, understanding that you do have the choice on how you want your world and your reality to be. But it's like, when you are your only purpose, when you are your only why, it makes it a little bit easier for you to give up. Okay, just a little bit. That's a little bit, because, you know, just like, shit, I don't really need it. You know, you can talk yourself out and be like, I don't really need it. But then you look at your baby. If you have a baby, especially, okay, like, that's literally your legacy. That's literally your seed. And it's like, what are you wanting to do for that child? And it's like, understanding when it comes to kids and babies, they're going to be your age at one point. Okay, and it's like, understanding the feelings that you're feeling, the trauma that you have to go through right now, just for you to feel comfortable and just for you to believe in yourself. You don't want to have to place that onto your children. Okay, so in that instance, you focus on that, and that's going to help you get through those obstacles. Some of you guys, y'all want to take care of your mom. Some of you guys, y'all want to take care of your family. You know, so it's like literally understanding whatever it is. With this World card, I do feel like this talks about breaking a cycle, focusing on altering your world in a massive way. Okay, massive way. So this Queen of Swords right here, this could be someone who could be very, very shut off emotionally as far as her heart. If y'all can see that cup right there, that just talks about her emotions. She's very, very guarded. Okay, so she has very, very strong boundaries. Sometimes she could speak in a way that she speak could come off as very, very brutal, but it's like, she's not really feeling her heart. And even with this Four of Pentacles, it's like this person's closed off and they're holding on to things that have ended. Okay, things that they cannot change, things that do cause them a lot of anxiety. And it's understandable with this Ten of Swords, because it's painful situations that this person has been through that has scarred them. It has actually scarred them mentally. Some of you guys, I see that it has scarred y'all physically, but it's just like, in that instance, it's like, okay, how do I want my story to be? And this is when you step outside of yourself to see, you know, like, do I really want to allow for this to stop the life that I feel like I deserve to live? Okay, the stuff that I've been through, do I want that to stop the life that I feel like I deserve to live? And if you don't, then you're going to have to start taking those necessary steps to truly be able to release things. Okay, yes, some things you cannot change. Some things add on to your story. You guys, I was looking at this I was listening to this Success tape, and he was just like, don't what did he say? E.T. He was just like, don't throw away your pain. He was just like, don't ignore your pain. Embrace your pain. Embrace your pain and use your pain to make you some money. He's like, I put my pain in the book, and it's making me $25, you know, a book. And he was just like, your pain helps you connect to other people, and that's genuinely the truth. And it's so freaking cool, because like recently I've been meeting a lot of different other people who's been through very similar situations as me, and it's so cool to see how we all just kind of show up for ourselves despite our trauma, and I just love it. But yeah, so just understand your pain. You didn't go through your pain for no reason. It's so that you can step up into this leadership role. It's so that you can actually appreciate a lot more. Okay, and honestly, it makes you a much more stronger individual. It's so that you can better connect to other people. Okay, so that you can be a little bit more humble. Okay, so it's so that you can be a little bit more compassionate when it comes to how you act around other fellow beings. Okay, so I do feel like they want you to most definitely persevere, and just make sure whatever you're focusing on, understanding that it comes down into this physical world. So I do feel like they're telling you to just release what you're focusing on currently and focus on something else to help you bring your world the way that you want it to be, or get your world the way you want it to be. Okay, so the next card talks about message from your higher self / overall advice. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you. Eights also talk about abundance as well. And in that instance, you know, because it could talk about actions too, you guys. So it could be like if your actions and the things that you're thinking about, do they correlate with the world that you are wanting to create for yourself? And asking yourself, looking at the world that you have right now, the place that you're at right now, asking yourself if you're happy with it. And if you're not, then okay, that means something needs to change. If you're not happy with where you're at right now, it means something has to change. And of course, it takes some time for that change to come into this physical, but it does need to start within. Okay, it does need to start within your mind. Okay, so shifting your energy, shifting the thoughts that you have, shifting the actions that you have, so that you can get your reality a little bit more different. Okay, so let's see, messages from your higher self / overall advice. Thank you so very much, Spirit. What message do you have for my Scorpios from your higher self? Okay, so we got the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups, and we got the Scorpio card at the bottom of the deck, baby. Okay, Scorpio energy here is strong, like literally, especially on the spread, because where you're at currently, the Judgment card is Scorpio energy. That Tower card is Scorpio energy. Your higher self, Scorpio energy. This is your higher self telling you, baby, do you not know who you are? Like, baby, this is us, okay? Like, we go through this, okay? We go through rebirth and renewal. So with this Queen of Cups and this Seven of Cups here, you guys, I do feel like this is like, the Queen of Cups just talks about nurturing yourself, nurturing your emotions, wearing your emotions as a crown, channeling your emotions, not allowing for your emotions to get the best of you, not undermining your emotions, literally sitting in them and allowing for yourself to feel, and understanding whatever your emotions and it's not really telling you to let them guide you, but it's like allow for them to bring awareness to you, to see, okay, what feelings do I like to feel, what feelings do I not like to feel, and this is what's going to help you make these choices. With this Seven of Cups here, I do feel like there is a lot of confusion here. I do feel like they're telling you to take your time it's like waiting until your emotions settle before you make any major choices. Okay, do not make any choices or decisions in a confused state, okay, because you need to be led. And with this Seven of Cups right here, if you see that snake right here with this person, like their hand is going towards this cup, this is like you may be making wrong choices because of your confusion, because of your emotions. Okay, so making sure you're not really acting too impulsively right now, making sure you're speaking life into yourself. Okay, most definitely, for sure. And making sure you're just releasing these burdens. I do feel like they're telling you to take your time, because it's quality over quantity, especially when it comes to your own foundation. This is like getting grounded in your emotions and being honest with yourself about the options and the choices that you have. And with this Seven of Cups being here as well, it's just literally telling you do have options and choices. It could also talk about your dreams as well. So it's like paying attention to your dreams when it comes to just like the choices that you do want to make also, and the relationships as well. And I do feel like I'm just hearing like a don't sweat it type of thing. So even though you may possibly do feel confused, I do feel like this is like an instance, a time for you to just really sit in your emotions and just allow for them to just like, just feel them, and don't feel bad for feeling your emotions. Like when I tell you, like, wear it as a crown, literally wear it as a crown. Okay, so I do feel like that's what they're telling you. So let's go ahead and read your oracle cards. So we're gonna get some messages from your angels. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Additional messages you have for my Scorpios. Oh, came out fast. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. And that Queen of Cups, she's most definitely a nurturer, so there's a really good chance that you may be trying to nurture a lot of different other people around you, and that could cause a lot of more confusion in your life as well. And so the Queen of Cups that's you, because it's Scorpio, but this could be you tapping into your feminine side to truly nurture yourself, to truly be able to take care of yourself. And I'm getting emotionally taking care of yourself, you guys. I'm not really getting physically taking care of yourself, like buying clothes and stuff like that. This is more or less emotional, like your emotional state needs some attention is kind of what I'm seeing from this card. It's like this person doesn't necessarily understand what their emotions is telling them, and it's because they're not really in tune with their emotions. They don't ask themselves, okay, what is this feeling exactly? And then getting down to like where the source of that feeling is coming from, and what is it leading into, or what's it sourcing from, and etc. and etc. Okay, so I do feel like they want you to get acquainted with your emotions and your feelings. Okay. So we have Serena. I am the angel of abundance, and you will receive the money that you need. And God is in charge. And God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Okay. And maybe with this Eight of Wands, for what you need to release is just like focusing so much on worldly things. Okay. Stepping outside of yourself to just focus on your mission, to focus on your purpose, to focus on what actions you can take to break certain cycles, but understanding that things will happen in divine timing. Okay. And so we have Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please do not allow for insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Okay. And then we have Francesca. What do you desire now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Okay. So that's very, very awesome, because I do feel like that goes hand in hand with this spread. Okay. So let's get some messages from your chakra cards, and then we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so very much, Spirit. What additional messages do you have for my Scorpios? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Additional messages you have for my Scorpio. Okay, so we got gratitude and we have balance. Oh, dang. I didn't even mean to say gratitude. I'm going to take it, though, since I said it. But both of these cards talk about your third eye and your own intuition. So this talks about behavior patterns that you've been placed into this world to break your own generational curses. And it also talks about your own awareness and willingness to do your own soul searching to find those patterns and break those patterns. Okay. So we're going to go with gratitude first. And gratitude says you are capable of more than mere mortal conversation. This is a time of enlightened communication, and you will raise the consciousness of others. You are stepping into self-mastery. The gifts that you see in others already live within you. Okay, so gratitude at a deeper glance says, I am so glad that you are in my life. Gratitude raises our vibrations to a higher level. If you are unhappy in any relationship, Lucy reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things. Good people just do good things, you guys. And not everybody deserves to have good people around them personally. Let's personally connect it. Doesn't mean you change who you are. Don't change being a good person because people don't value you. Just be around people who value you. And trust me when I say, once you get around people who actually value you, you don't want to tolerate people who don't. Like, it's really just as simple as that. Okay. So it says, who is the person that I admire the most? Why? How can I live at that level? Friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, heavy, heavy nurturing, unconditional love towards self and others, appreciation, recognition, and esteem. So the meditation for this says, for the next 10 days, spend a few moments each day making a gratitude list. Do not look at the previous day's list. When you begin each day, at the end of 10 days, read all the lists. Notice what keeps coming up. Are you on your list? Are you grateful for yourself? And then we have balance. This says this card may indicate a reluctance to change. You may be hesitating because of the past, but it does not mean that you should be hasty. Weigh all sides before moving forward. This can mean the start of a relationship. Proceed slowly. Interesting. And it's interesting because with this higher self part, it's just like, make sure you're making sure you're not acting off of impulse, with your emotions. Just making sure you're getting really, really grounded in your emotions and proceeding pretty slow when it comes to those things. And this isn't romantic relationships, even though it could be. I'm not doing any romance when it comes to these spreads. So these relationships are platonic relationships, are people who are supposed to help you create your reality or take you away from your path. Okay, so just like really understanding and being honest with yourself on your own feelings. Just if you undermine your feelings so much and you can make excuses for how you feel around particular people and still be around those people, knowing that those people do not help or aid you in creating your own reality. Okay, If they do not speak life into you, they do not need to be in your life, okay? So balance says, I must create before the opportunity disappears. Running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. I take me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? Chasing illusions, health matters, compulsive behavior, dietary imbalances, being result oriented, self neglect, honoring your values, assistance, courtesy, and support. And this is really, really interesting. So, like I said, nurturing your emotions, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, not neglecting yourself. And I do feel like as you get to know your own emotions and get to know yourself better, you're going to be able to better make choices for yourself, because you're going to truly, truly understand, no, that does not align with who I am, who I want to be. You know, that's just not me at all. And it's going to be a little bit more easier for you to reject certain things. Okay. So with that being said, I hope that this message resonated for whoever it's supposed to resonate for. I love you guys so much. Okay. For real, for real. Y'all like a spoon. Okay. Y'all my familia. For real, for real. Okay. Remember, y'all, we're always lit and we're always growing. Y'all have a wonderful day, evening on purpose. Toodles.